Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode those dusty corporate documents to find the juicy bits. Today we're looking at Walmart, and let's just say their latest report might involve a quiet move with big implications for their top brass. So what is the main story here? Well, it is not about booming sales or a sudden product launch. Instead, this report is all about a key executive, Daniel Danker, putting in place a plan to sell off some of his company stock. And when we say sell, it is a pretty significant amount. This whole thing is filed under a Form 8K, which is basically a current report for any big events that might affect shareholders. Think of it as an official heads up. And the big news is about this stock trading plan, which is designed to be super compliant with the rules. Now, let's talk about why this is happening and what it means. Daniel Danker, who is in charge of AI acceleration, product and design, has set up a pre-arranged plan to sell his shares. This isn't a surprise fire sale. It is a carefully thought out strategy for personal financial planning meant to be done without any insider information. Basically, he is saying, I'm not trading on anything I shouldn't know. I'm just following a plan. So, how many shares are we talking about? The plan involves selling a total of almost 110,000 shares. This is coming from restricted stock awards that are vesting, meaning he earned them over time. First up, he'll be selling shares from about 6873 restricted shares that vest in January 2026. Then later in August 2026, he'll sell shares from another batch of 103,000. 103 restricted shares that are also vesting. These sales will happen at whatever the market price is at those times. So he is not picking the price, the market is. This kind of plan, called a Rule 10b 5-to-1 plan, is pretty standard for executives. It allows them to sell stock without looking like they're reusing non-public information. It is all about managing their personal wealth while keeping the company S rules and regulations in check. Now, why is this relevant to us as investors? Well, it is about leadership and their confidence in the company. Even though this is a personal financial move for Mr. Danker, seeing a high-level executive selling a large chunk of their stake can sometimes raise questions. It is part of a broader trend where executives diversify their assets. He is also subject to stock ownership guidelines, meaning he is required to own a certain amount of stock based on his salary. This plan, the report says, is in line with those guidelines. The company itself, Walmart, is obviously a giant. They're not going to sink or swim based on one executive stock sale. But in the world of corporate finance, these kinds of disclosed plans are always worth a look. It signals a shift in his personal holdings, and while it is all above board, it is a reminder that even key people manage their own financial portfolios. These shares are traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol WMT. It is one of the most well-known stocks out there, and any significant insider activity, even when planned, gets noticed. Beyond common stock, Walmart also has various notes like the 2.55% notes due 2026 and the 1.05% notes due 2026, traded on the NYSE too. This just shows the different ways the company raises capital and manages its finances. Ultimately, this filing is a transparency play. It is letting everyone know about a planned stock transaction by a key executive. It happens often, but it is our job to break it down and see what. If anything, it tells us about the company's inner workings or the executive's outlook. So, what is my take on this? This is a pretty standard move for an executive looking to manage their personal wealth. It is designed to be transparent and compliant with all the rules. There is no indication of any trouble or any non-public information being used. It is simply an executive diversifying his assets according to a preset plan. The huge amount of stock Mr. Danker is required to own as part of his compensation package means he is definitely still very heavily invested in Walmart's success. Alright, that is our breakdown of Walmart's latest filing regarding Daniel Danker's stock trading plan. What is your take on these types of executive transactions and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.